Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And wow, that felt strange to say. It's now Season 3 in the Liverpool career mode. I have not said FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode or FIFA 19 Ajax Road to Glory in a very long time. We've been smashing out the One Season Wonder series, which was the brand new series that started on the channel. If you haven't watched it, guys, definitely go and give it a watch because it is going to be an absolutely unbelievable series. Although I'm having my doubts at the moment because the amount of time that it's taken, I need to get back into the routine. I need to just keep grinding it out and hopefully make it one of the best series on my channel. But I can now confirm, guys, as I put up on screen, I asked you guys in the previous video, the last video you would have seen to do with the Liverpool career mode of the Ajax Road to Glory was in fact the video called Liverpool career mode versus the Ajax Road to Glory. And in that video, we ended Season 2 at Liverpool and we brought it to this point right here now. We ended the Ajax Road to Glory Season 1, got into Season 2 and stopped. And then you guys were voting on a straw poll. The straw poll should be on screen right now. And it was for which FIFA 19 series do you want to cancel? I was telling you guys that with the One Season Wonder coming in, I knew it was going to take a long time to edit, record, upload. I knew it was going to take up a lot of my time compared to the Ajax Road to Glory and the Liverpool career mode. I had to get rid of one of them because I wouldn't be able to balance all three. A lot of you guys did get confused, and do you know what? I'll put my hands up and say it's my own fault. The straw poll said, in which FIFA 19 series do you want to cancel? A lot of you were voting thinking that's the series you wanted to keep. So I had two people come on and say, Brad, I've accidentally voted for Liverpool and I should have voted for Ajax. So on the screen now, you'll see that which series should be cancelled. Ajax won with 17 votes, which means we will be cancelling the Ajax Road to Glory. And Liverpool Career Mode Season 3 was, of course, second with 13 votes. I need to actually take two of those Liverpool votes and drop it down to 11 and take the Ajax up to 19. So there was actually quite a big gap. But I'm pretty sure there's a few of you sitting there now thinking, oh no, what have I done? I voted for the wrong one. I didn't realise we were voting for the one I want to cancel. And obviously I did try and explain that, and I did say in so many videos, I cannot stress this enough, you're voting for the series to be cancelled. I've realised it didn't work too well, so next time I do something like that, guys, I'll just be voting, or you guys will be voting for the series you want to keep. I have no idea why I made you choose which one to cancel. I should have just made you vote on which one you wanted to keep. But I did get a message off Ben, and I also got a message off Jack saying, oh, Brad, I've messed up here. I voted for Liverpool because I wanted to keep the Liverpool career mode. But I've realised that I've now voted to cancel the Liverpool career mode. But it's one of those things, guys. Unfortunately, it was a little bit confusing and I can only apologise. But to the 30 voters that did vote, thank you so much for voting. I really do appreciate it. Without you, it'd be down to my decision in between the Ajax Road to Glory and the Liverpool career mode. I honestly couldn't have made my mind up which one I would have liked to have cancelled and which one I would have liked to have kept, because realistically, both of them have been absolutely insane. But before we get into today's episode, we have a few things to talk about. Normally we'd recap, but we don't need to recap. If you guys have missed the video of the Liverpool career mode versus the Ajax Road to Glory, definitely go and give that a watch, because you'll see things like that title right there, news article, Liverpool and FC Barcelona finally agree on terms. You guys know that we've brought Philippe Coutinho to Liverpool for Season 3 as well, should I say, as Timo Werner. We also signed up to the Asian Elite Cup, in which we have Barcelona, Real Madrid and Al Ittihad, if that's how you pronounce it, in our group. And we are going to be playing the full pre-season in today's episode, but I will just cover a few things at the start of today's episode, guys, because we need to lay the ground. We need to know what's going to happen throughout Season 3, and these things are quite important, but I'm going to do some on camera and some off camera. But without any further ado, number one, 3 games per episode. Now, we've done it every single time with the Ajax Road to Glory and the Liverpool career mode, where we play 2 games, we play both of them, and that's an episode. I've then started doing the One Season Wonder, where I play a full month. And don't get me wrong, guys, it's great because it gets through the season nice and quick. It's great for what the actual series is about. It's about taking on a team, being there for a year, and then moving on. That's great because within 10 episodes, every episode, we're moving team, we're buying new players, we're starting again. That's great. But what I've realised is in the Liverpool career mode and the Ajax Road to Glory, it can range anywhere between 30 and 40 episodes for one season. So what I've decided to do for this Season 3, and this is where it'll come on to the whole Ajax Road to Glory scenario, I'm going to play 3 games. 2 of them I'm going to play, and 1 of them I am going to simulate. So, for example, I can't really talk right now about it because we don't have any... Oh, in fact, we do have some of the games. So, for example, let's say the next episode, so episode 72. We've got Arsenal in the FA Community Shield. we've got Burnley, and we've got Bayern Munich in the UEFA Super Cup. They're going to be the 3 games in the next episode. Obviously, in this episode, we're going to play these 3 games. We're then hopefully going to play the semi-finals and the final. That depends if we get through. But right now, I have to decide. There's 5 games. I'm only allowed to play 2. I'm going to simulate the rest to make this series a little bit quicker. Regardless of what's happening there, when we get into August, the first 3 games are Arsenal, Burnley and Bayern. So I would say I'm going to play the Arsenal game, I'm going to simulate the Burnley game, and I'm going to play the Bayern game. Then the episode after that, so that'll be episode 73, we have Watford, Arsenal and Norwich. So I could play the Watford, play the Arsenal and simulate the Norwich. Going into the month of September, right now there's only 3 games, but I'm sure there will be more. We've got Fulham, Manchester City and Wolves. I would simulate the Fulham game, play the City game and play the Wolves game. You guys get the idea. Every episode, the first 3 games that we should be playing, I'm going to pick to play 2 and I'm going to simulate 1. And that means we will get through the series a lot quicker, because in one season 1 that I have realised, being an English team, there's a lot going on, because you can already see at the start of August, we've got the FA Community Shield, which we have to play Arsenal in. We've also got the Super Cup. You've then got the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League. There's 6 or 7 different trophies we can potentially win in this season. And that's where it gets a little bit difficult. When we go over to, like, in the one season 1, if we go over to Bundesliga, they're going to have, you know, the league, the Bundesliga. They're going to have their own German Cup. And then they're also going to have the Champions League or Europa, depending on what they're in, if they are in any. So potentially there's only going to be a maximum of 3. And then by the time we get into the next season, although they'll be in the UEFA Super Cup, or they might be in the German Cup, or the German Community Shield, it doesn't matter, because we're moving on. But at Liverpool, we've continued another season. And when I said I was going to come on to the Ajax Road to Glory, the plan is, guys, I realise we are now into May. I also want to let you guys know that, unfortunately, I aim to start the 1st of May with 1,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, we didn't get there. When I actually finished on the date, we are 11 subscribers out on the end of the month. So we're not going to hit it in April, sadly, but we're going to try and hit it in May. So if you haven't subscribed, please do go and hit that red button and definitely subscribe to the channel. We're only 11 away from that big 4-digit number, which of course is 1,000. But what I was talking about is the Liverpool career mode is going to be about another 35 episodes. So we're going to be into episode, let's say 100 by the time we come to the end of season 3. At the end of season 3, we're not going to be continuing a season 4. You guys are going to have an option. You're going to have an option to go back to the Ajax Road to Glory and continue season 2. I'm going to keep it as a save. Or the other option is we're going to start a brand new Road to Glory with a completely different team. Whether that's Bournemouth, Southampton, Nice, any team you want, Atletico Bilbao. It can be anyone. And we're going to start a new Road to Glory. We've done it with Ajax in the Eredivisie, so don't really want to be in the Eredivisie. The Premier League, I wouldn't mind being in the Premier League, but maybe something a little bit different, maybe even the Chinese League. But I'm letting you guys know at the start, at the end of Season 3, we are ending. I am going to be retiring at Liverpool, and then we will either be continuing at the Ajax Road to Glory Season 2, because I'll keep that as a save, as I just said, or we will do a brand new Road to Glory, whether that's with an English team, a German team, French team, Italian team, Spanish team. It doesn't matter. We're going to do another Road to Glory. And the reason I'm telling you that, because then that'll take us to around September, ready for when FIFA 20 drops. But I thought I would discuss that at the start of today's episode. Up next, contracts and transfers. So I'll quickly show you guys this, that obviously we've had 2 new players going. We've had Coutinho and we've had Timo Werner. Now I'm not going to go through this too much. I'm going to do this all off camera, but I just want you guys to let me know your opinions. So there's certain players in there like Karius who I'm going to look at selling, because obviously we've got Alisson as the main keeper. We've got George Bailey as the backup second keeper. And Dylan Morris is doing unbelievable and is already at 81 overall rating. So he's the third keeper, not a problem. We've got Semedo and Trent at right back. Plenty of decent centre backs. Left backs, we've got Kieran Tierney and Robertson. You guys get the idea. We've got plenty of good players, and I personally, as we quickly go down this list, I don't think there's a position we need to improve. So although we may have 400 and something stupid million in the bank, I personally don't think there is a position that we need to improve on or build on, if I'm completely honest. But I just showed you guys quickly there all the players, because maybe you see a spot and think, Brad, I think you need to buy a new player there and maybe look to improve it. Now for season 3, guys, we've kept it pretty realistic for the first 2 seasons. When I went to season 3, we brought Timo Werner in, that's pretty realistic. But we've also brought Coutinho, which isn't so realistic, although I don't see why it may not happen in the future, because Klopp has said he would give him an exit door from Barcelona, which could be hinting at that he would bring him back to Liverpool. Whether the fans would accept him, I'm not too sure. But what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to look at selling players that I think don't really need to be here. The likes of Dominic Solanke, Danny Ings, I don't personally think needs to be here anymore. Herbie Kane, Curtis Jones, Markovic, Virtue Thick, just off the end there, Nathaniel Phillips, just a few off the end of my tongue as we go up the list. But what I'm also going to do off camera, if I show you guys this, is contracts. We have a few players that only have 1 year left. So we have Milner at the top. I will be offering him a new contract. Declan Evans, we will be offering him a new contract. Karius, we're going to look to sell. Bailey, we're going to put a new contract on him. Gino Wijnaldum, we're going to offer him a new contract. Trent, we're going to offer a new contract. Robertson, we're going to offer a new contract. And then Phillips and Jones, we're going to look at offloading. So anyone there, so Phillips, Jones, Karius, they are the three players that we're going to offload, so it doesn't matter about contracts too much. And the rest of the players, I'm going to offer a contract. The likes of the Ox on 2 years, Danny Ings, Henderson, Joe Gomez, Dylan Morris, players like that. We're only here for another year, so it doesn't really matter. And we are guaranteed now, it's confirmed, going to be retiring at the end of Season 3. And the last thing that I want to discuss, guys, or the second to last thing, should I say, is there's your money. So we've got 433.25 million in the transfer budget, and we've got 275k wage budget a week. You guys, if there's a player out there you want me to sign, realistic or not realistic, let me know. But in all honesty, we have an absolutely unbelievable squad, and I don't think there is a position that we technically need to improve. I think we've built the team out nicely. I think we've bolstered the squad. I think we've got beautiful depth throughout it. And I don't think buying any players is a situation, but maybe you guys want me to go and splash the cash on Ronaldo or Messi to make it a little bit unrealistic. Let me know down below. It will be down to you guys. And if it is a comment, I will be sure to put it in a straw poll and the rest of the viewers can vote on it. And the final thing before we start getting into today's games is fan objectives. You guys know in Season 2, I done fan objectives. There were 6 of them and we won all 6. We ticked them off. We're going to be donating money to charity. You guys have won a hoodie and a t-shirt. We don't have to sell one of our top 3 rated players. What else was that? You guys are going to win a Amazon £20 gift card. And you're also going to win a copy of FIFA 20 when it drops in September. I will be doing a video probably next week. I'm hoping you guys are seeing this on the 8th of May. I'll probably do a video sometime between the 14th and 17th of May. And that video is going to be called Liverpool Career Mode Season 2 Fan Objectives, and we're going to load up the computer. You guys are going to see the screen. We're going to donate the money to charity as promised. I'm going to do the wheel to see who wins the hoodie, the t-shirt, the Amazon gift card, the copy of FIFA. I'm going to do all the giveaway prizes, and then we're going to focus on Season 3, because with the fan objectives this year, last year I made the fan objectives up and made the prizes. This year, you guys are going to make up the fan objectives and also the prizes. Now, there's going to be 6 fan objectives just like last year. If there isn't 6 filled and I only see 3 or 4 comments with fan objectives, I don't want them to be too easy, but I don't want them to be too difficult. You could say Brad scored 10 goals with defenders and the prize could be you give away a £10 Amazon gift card or something like that. If you want to give me ideas as to what you'd like the fan objectives to be, let me know down below in the comment section. I'll put on screen now the 6 that we had in Season 2 as I click my fingers. They should be on screen right now so you can have a little glimpse over them. You guys might be able to get ideas off them, but I want you guys to come up with the fan objectives and potentially the prizes, not too over the top. Please don't go too over the top, guys. If you do, I will make the decision on the prizes. But fan objectives, let me know some down below in the comment section. If I like them, I'll be sure to add them in. If not, and no one wants to leave me a fan objective, then I will make them up myself. And then I'll also do the prizes. But I've got a few ideas for the prizes. Not so much when it comes to the fan objectives. If you guys could help out, that would be a massive help. And that is it. We are now 15 minutes in. I do apologise, guys, but that is it. Enough talking now. We have to get down to the nitty-gritty of these games. So if we jump over to the calendar, we can see we've got Real Madrid, Al Ittihad, and we have Barcelona. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to simulate the game against Madrid. If we beat Madrid or draw, I'm then going to simulate the game against Al Ittihad. And then if we win or draw that game, I will play the game against Barcelona. If we then guarantee a place in the semi-finals, I will simulate the semi-finals, which should be about there, the 21st or 22nd, and then I will play the final. but I'm only allowed to play 2 games. Although there's 5 games, and I said every 3 for pre-season, I want to finish pre-season in today's episode. It's as simple as that. So I'm playing 2 and I'm simulating 3. That is if we get through. We might simulate the game against Real Madrid and lose. Might simulate the game against Al Ittihad and lose. And then we might play Barcelona and draw. And it means that we don't go through. You just don't know. But now I have just started talking there about the whole situation of what games we're playing. It's now only fair that I put the difficulty up. I forgot to mention, guys, but in Season 2, we've done very well on Legendary. For Season 3, we will be moving from difficulty level of Legendary to Ultimate. I have no idea if we are going to struggle on this. It's certainly going to be a challenge. Let me just check that has saved on Ultimate. And we are now on the top difficulty for Career Mode. Now, not much more for me to say. I've said a lot. I do apologise, guys. But when we first start Career Mode, when we first start a new season, we have to get all the foundation laid. You guys have to understand what I'm thinking. I need to understand what you guys are thinking. And now we have to face off against Real Madrid, and it will be a simulated game. And this is the lineup we are putting out. Unfortunately, a lot of our bigger players, like the likes of Van Dijk, Gino Wijnaldum, they are still away with international duty. So unfortunately, we've had to change the team up a little bit, and there is a few players playing out of position. But we have got still a decent squad and very strong up top with the main 3 strikers. We got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Henderson linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, Sandro Tonali in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Jimenez, Fabinho and Milner at the back with Alisson between the sticks. You can see Fabinho and Milner, Fabinho at centre back, Milner at right back. They can't play there, but I have to play them there because we don't have Van Dijk, we don't have Joe Gomez, and we don't have Trent, and we also don't have Semedo, so we can't play anyone else at right back. Hopefully, we can do a job in that position though. And let's get this game simulated. Let's get it kicked off. Let's get the players warmed up. I'm hoping Real Madrid aren't putting out one of their strongest lineups. But realistically, I'm thinking a lot of their players should be away with international duty. So let's go ahead, get the players warmed up. Come on, lads. Players warming up. Let's get off to a good start in the Asian Elite Cup. And they haven't got too bad of a team, actually. Odegaard's playing. Kovacic is playing. I can't recommend Zidane, so Zidane's son's in goal. And Bobby Firmino has scored in the 22nd minute, coming up to half-time. We've had 2 yellow cards and Bobby scoring. Naby Keita scored right on half-time to make it 2-0. And look now, Real Madrid are bringing on the big guns, Casemiro and Modric for Valverde and Llorente. 75 minutes and only 15 minutes to go. Can we hold off or maybe even score a third? Mariano scored for Real Madrid in the 85th, but we managed to beat Real Madrid 2-1. And the referee has blown his whistle. That is exactly what we needed. Would have liked it if Mariano didn't score in the 85th and could have kept a clean sheet. But Milner, Fabinho, Jimenez and Robertson must have done a good job at the back to only let one pass. Although Real Madrid, on the other hand, were only using a young squad, but did end up bringing Marcelo, Casemiro and Modric on. Definitely bringing the big guns on after they went 2-0 down. But thankfully, Bobby Firmino and Naby Keita getting us off to a very good start. So we'll do a little bit of player development. You might not even be seeing this, guys. I may cut this out when it comes to editing. But I think for now, I'm going to try and leave as much in as I can. We're going to advance all the way to the game now against Al Ittihad. Well, it's not exactly the strongest lineup at the back, but it's the best I can do, especially until we get after pre-season and all of our players have come back fresh from international duty. Then we can start putting our usual starting strong 11 out. But we have got Junior out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Henderson linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, Marco Grujic a little deeper in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Phillips, Fabinho and Tierney at the back with Alisson between the sticks. We've had to bring the young man Phillips into centre-back because unfortunately Jimenez is not fully fit for this game up next. And we've had to put Tierney in at right-back, although he's our usual left-back, because unfortunately Milner also isn't fully fit to play at that right-back position. But against a team like Al Ittihad, I'm hoping it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and I am going to look to simulate this game as well. So if we can beat them, then we've bagged 6 points out of a potential 6 points, which will be very nice. Players warming up. Let's get this kicked off. Referee is going to blow his whistle, and we are off. 5 minutes in, nothing happened just yet. 10 minutes in, 15-minute fast approach, and 20 minutes in. How have we not scored? Balanju, or however you pronounce his name, has picked up a yellow card in the 22nd. Half-time, wow, Naby Keita once again scoring just before half-time in the 41st. Salah comes on and scores in the 47th just after half-time. I said he'd come on, but he definitely didn't come on. Robertson picks up a yellow card in the 65th. Romanero has scored in the 72nd for Al Ittihad. And 90 minutes, and the referee blows for full-time. We've beaten them 2-1. I'm shocked that he scored a penalty. It's probably going to have been Phillips or Thierry out of position that have probably given away that penalty. But realistically, Naby Keita scores again in the 41st, and Salah scores 2 minutes into the second half in the 47th. So happy days. Barcelona have beat Real Madrid 2-1 as well. So hopefully, if Barcelona didn't win their first game, they may only be on 3 or 4 points, and we may potentially be on 6. But let's get back to the Central and have a little look how things are looking. So now Barcelona have beat both Real Madrid and Al Ittihad, the same as what we have. So now we have to play Barcelona to guarantee. I mean, I could simulate it, and then play the semi-finals and the final. Potentially guarantees our first piece of silverware in the Asian Elite Cup. Let's go ahead and advance all the way to the Barcelona game. I'm not really sure what to do here now. I think I might roll with this team and just simulate the game against Barcelona, because even if we get a draw out of it, it will be ourselves. In fact, are we guaranteed to go through? If we lose to Barcelona, Barcelona finish on 9, we finish on 6. Real Madrid and Al Ittihad, depending on how they get on, can only get a maximum of 3 points. So I think I might simulate this game. We are guaranteed a place now in the semi-finals, and this is going to be the lineup that we do put out against Barcelona. We've got Junior out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Anderson Talisca linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role, Marco Grujic a little deeper in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Jimenez, Fabinho and Milner at the back with Alisson between the six. Let's just do it. I don't think Barcelona are going to be playing one of their best teams, and if we can potentially even get a draw from this, then happy days. Players warming up, referee blows his whistle, and it is kicked off, and they have got a few big names in there, especially Suarez up top, but I don't think it's Luis Suarez actually. And Naby Keita, for the 3rd consecutive game, has scored in the 16th minute and put us 1-0 up. Suarez, I do believe Dennis Suarez has then gone off injured in the 30th. Junior has scored in the 37th to put us 2-0 up against Barcelona. Tierney on for Milner. Naby Keita has scored a brace. He scored 2 goals, which is absolutely unbelievable. Fabinho then scores in the 78th, and we are potentially, and have done now the referee has blown his whistle, just beaten Barcelona 4-0. We have just won all 3 games against Barcelona, Real Madrid and Al Hilal, which is absolutely unbelievable. To my amazement, Naby Keita scored against Real Madrid, Al Hilal, and now he scored 2 against Barcelona. He scored 4 games in the 3 games that he's played, which is absolutely unbelievable. Junior also getting on the score sheet, and Fabinho later on in the 78th minute scoring a penalty. So happy days. What a great start to season 3 at Liverpool. Absolutely unbelievable. Now we have our semi-finals against Juventus. So I think what I'm going to do now is, guys, I'm going to do all the player development, read the emails, advance all the way to the Juve game, and then we will take a little look at the lineup we are going to start against Juventus. Can we see the other semi-finals? It's PSG versus Barcelona. So if we do beat Juventus, we'll be playing Barca or PSG in the final of the Asian Elite Cup. But we have to beat Juve first. It's not going to be an easy game. I am going to play it. We're going to play that game in the final. But you have to remember, guys, if we go over to the settings and look at the difficulty, we're now on Ultimate. So I've never played on Ultimate before. It's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge. But let me sort out all the player development and squad, and then I'll come straight back to you guys. Right, guys, now I've done all the player development. I've done all the emails. I've advanced all the way to the 15th of July, which, of course, is the match day against Juventus in the semi-finals of the Asian League Cup. And I have some good news. All of our players are back from international duty. So you can now see we've got our usual starting 11 starting against Juventus. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with, of course, Alisson between the sticks. I did just notice that Fabinho has the captain's armband. We will be shifting that back to Van Dijk, because in today's episode we may potentially be lifting the Asian Trophy, or whatever it was called, the Asian Elite Cup. And we have also got Timo Werner and Philippe Coutinho on the bench, ready to come on if need be. But I'm excited for this. We are now on Ultimate difficulty. It's not going to be an easy one. We started off on World Class in Season 1. We smashed it. We upped it to Legendary. We played Legendary throughout Season 2. We smashed it. We now find ourselves on Ultimate difficulty. You can see up the top under the King Fahd Stadium, Ultimate difficulty. It's going to be a big one, and it's not going to be an easy game against Juventus, but only time will tell. Let's get into this game. No turning back now. We're in the semi-finals. We've got our amazing, unbelievable starting 11 squad back. We're up against Juventus. The Asian Elite Cup is only 2 games away. Juventus and then either Barcelona or PSG. It's our first game. I cannot tell you guys enough. It's our first game on Ultimate Difficulty. It may take me a little bit of time to get used to. I'll only get used to it if I play, and it is going to be Bobby Firmino to get us kicked off in this first half period. Let's get it underway. Let's see what damage we can do. Only headed as far now as Robertson, who chases it down, but it is going to be kept in by Robertson. Here's Van Dijk. Gini Wijnaldum laying it off now to Naby Keita, who's going to hit it first time. Naby Keita makes it 1-0. Oh, Naby Keita. You should be wearing the captain's armband, son. In 4 games, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Al Hilal and Juventus, 4 games, he scored 5 goals. And look at that, laid off from Gini. Naby Keita, it's the first time. And it's in the back of the net. Naby Keita doing exactly what Naby Keita does best. Plenty of space. And he manages to get an unbelievable shot off. In Season 1, Naby Keita, plenty of assists, not so many goals. Season 2, not so many assists, plenty of goals. Season 3, can we see plenty of goals and assists, because he's already scored 5 in just 4 games. And we're going to look at getting him behind now. Van Dijk's gone with him. Nicely done, Van Dijk. Straight up now to Sadio Mane, who keeps it in and gives it into Gini. Gini round to Robertson. Robertson pokes home for Salah. Into Mane, sorry. And here comes Mane darting forwards. Mane lays it across now to Salah. Salah looks at Sonu. It's 2-0. Well, what can I say? 15 minutes, 2-0 with the squad that we have in the starting 11. I should have never doubted myself. 2-0 after just 15 minutes. Mane right across the face of goal to Salah at the back post. I was looking for Naby Keita coming in, but Salah's there and slots home on his left foot, in off the keeper. And it's 2-0 very early on. Is it game over already? Into Naby Keita. Laying it off now to Gini Wijnaldum. Going to cut this back. Playing it in now to Bobby. Laying off to Naby Keita. It's 3-0. And Naby Keita scored another brace. Naby Keita is absolutely unbelievable. I don't know where he's been on holiday between Season 2 and Season 3. But wherever it was, all of this squad needs to go there, because absolutely unbelievable. The keeper had no chance. Didn't even dive for it. And Naby Keita puts his laces through it and puts us 3-0 up against Juventus in the 34th minute. It's not even half time yet. Let's go, Salah. Out wide now to Salah. Salah cutting back. Nice little dink in now for Bobby Firmino on the head. It's in off the post. It's 4-0. What's going on? What is going on? We've just gone, whether it's pre-season, whether it's because I have to say Juventus have not got a strong lineup like ourselves, but we've just gone up to ultimate difficulty, and we're 4-0 up against Juventus. I understand they haven't got the likes of Dybala, Cristiano Ronaldo. I understand that they're not playing a very strong team, to be honest. Emre Can's their midfielder. I know Bonucci at the back. I have no idea who Sidby is. I've never heard of that player whatsoever. But we're 4-0 up, and it's not even half time yet. Go up to Gomez. Van Dijk. Going back to Alisson. Gomez. Gomez looks to hoof it upfield, but before he even gets to do that, the referee does blow for half time. I passed around at the back for the last 2 minutes there before the referee blew for half time, because realistically, we've smashed them. We've absolutely smashed them. And there's just no point in messing around with the ball and risking them scoring in that first half, because if we go in at half time and they've scored 1, they may get the energy and confidence to come out and score more. As you can see, PSG are 1-1 with Barcelona, so we still don't know who is going to be our finalist in the Asian Elite Cup. We're playing absolutely unbelievable. I'm happy to jump back into the second half with exactly the same team, but I do think at maybe the 70th minute I will look at bringing Philippe Coutinho on for his first start for Liverpool, for Gini Wijnaldum, and I may also bring on the big man up top, take Bobby Firmino off, and bring on Timo Werner. But for now, we're 4-0 up, and the team is playing absolutely unbelievable. So I'm happy to jump back into the second half with Juventus kicking us off in this second half period. Let's get it underway, and let's try and double this scoreline and take it to 8-0. Over to Fabinho, through now to Gini Wijnaldum. Up to Bobby. Bobby through now to Salah. And look at this. We got Salah. We got Gini Wijnaldum in the box. We got Mane. Let's cut it back. Nice little big ball in now. Looking for Naby Keita up for his hat-trick. And he scored it. Naby Keita has scored a hat-trick. Maybe one of the fan objectives could be for Naby Keita to score 20 plus goals in all competitions, because it's just right place, right time. He needs to go. We need to give him a break to go back on holiday before the Premier League kicks off. He scored 6 goals in 4 games. 1 against Barcelona, 2 against Real Madrid, 1 against Al Hilal, and now a hat-trick. And that's his 7th goal in the Asian League Cup, a hat-trick against Juventus.
I don't think we expected this.
Absolutely unbelievable. Well done, Naby Keita. Take a bow. Play into the middle. It's Henderson. Over now to Philippe Coutinho. What can Coutinho do? Nice little ball up there to Junior. Junior waiting for the overlap. Robertson. We're going to have Timo Werner in the middle. Let's slow this down and put a ball in. Looking for Timo Werner. It comes to Shaqiri, who's going to take it down on his left foot. Oh, he manages to eventually get the shot off. But a big save from the Juventus keeper. Don't know why he didn't hit the first time. Barla playing it around at the back. Let's keep going here, lads. Nicely done. And Chamberlain plays it straight through now to Timo Werner. Timo Werner through on goal. Timo Werner tries to roll the keeper. Coutinho's going to get it. Goes for the cheeky chip. Oh, it's off the crossbar. And we're following on with the Ox. It's 6-0. Can we just take a moment? Okay, I probably should have done a shot with Timo Werner. I tried to roll the ball out of the way of the keeper. It falls to Coutinho. Look at this for a cheeky little dink. He spins the ball, dinks it. It's off the crossbar. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was there to finish up. I tell you what, guys. Season 3 at Liverpool, if we continue like this, is going to be unbelievable. What a squad we have. And what a result this has been against Juventus. It's 6-0. And we've still got 8 minutes to go. Gets a block on it from Trent, and it's out for a Juventus corner. I think if we bring Alisson out and deal with this one, it should be over. Let's get rid of that ball. Nicely done as Jonathan Tah heads it out, and it surely is going to go out. No, they're going to keep it in. Come on, ref, blow the full-time whistle, and he has. We've beaten Juventus 6-0. That is unbelievable. Naby Keita walks over to pick up man of the match. 5 attempts on goal, 3 of them ended up in the back of the net. He scored 7 goals in the Elite Asian Cup. I was shocked to see that the likes of Dybala, Ronaldo, Son just didn't come on till later on. Grimaldo, they've got Alex Grimaldo there. They didn't start any big names, and I'm not sure what they expected to do, but I'm pretty sure the facts will be in our favour massively, because we absolutely killed them off. Look at that. Look at that. Now, you guys know me, throughout all of my career modes, I always say half the shots and add 1. Half of 17 is 8.5. Add 1 takes me to 9.5. Let's say we round it up to 10. With 17 shots, I expect at least 10 on target. We had 12 on target. Juventus had 1 shot, and it wasn't even on target. Right now, Legendary felt more difficult than Ultimate, considering that was my first time playing on Ultimate difficulty. Naby Keita picks up man of the match with a 10.0 rating. Well and truly deserved. Every single player there played their heart out, and we absolutely dominated the Italian side, Juventus. And now I am looking forward to see him, in which we should in just a second. Wow, it's going to be PSG. Our finalist in the Asian Elite Cup is going to be against PSG after they beat Barcelona 3-1. We knew that they win in a half-time 1-1. They managed to score another 2 goals in the second half, and they've beat Barcelona 3-1. So it will be Liverpool versus PSG in the final of the Asian Elite Cup. Mbappe to Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. Mbappe to Liverpool. What we saying? I've told you guys to let me know down below in the comment section if there's anyone you'd like me to sign, or whether you'd like me to just play this whole Season 3 with the squad we've got. After that result, I'm happy to continue with the squad we've got, because it's absolutely unbelievable. Right, guys, and here we are at the final of the Asian Elite Cup, about to face off against PSG. It's July 19th, 2020. It's Season 3. And without a doubt, we have started off this Season 3 on the highest of high. We've got Naby Keita currently leading the top goal scorer in the Asian Elite Cup with 7 goals. Neymar in second place with 5. Bobby's got 2 down in 4th position. Forsberg's there with 2 in 5th position. We've got Salah in 6th position with 2. We've started absolutely tremendously. And now we have the final of the Asian League Cup against PSG. And this is the lineup we are putting out against them. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing. Roberto Firmino at striker. Salah out on the right wing. Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Naby Keita in the central midfield role. A little deeper Fabinho in the central defensive midfield. And then Robertson and Van Dijk. Gomez and Trent at the back. With, of course, Alisson between the sticks. I will definitely look to take off Gino Wijnaldum, the Ox, Gomez, whoever's not looking fully fit. Because we have to remember we then have 4 weeks till the Premier League kicks off. But Naby Keita could potentially right now, in my opinion, be getting player of the competition in the Asian Elite Cup. But we've done it, guys. We've reached the final already. In 90 minutes' time, we might be getting our first piece of silverware. We've got PSG between us and that trophy. We're at the King Fahd Stadium once again. Let's get it underway. And let's hopefully be lifting the trophy at the end of today's episode. An English team versus a French team. Liverpool versus PSG. I'm sure PSG have made some great signings in the 3 seasons we've been at Liverpool. I'm sure this squad is going to look very different to what we're used to. I'm not sure who their keeper is. We know that they're going to be playing Neymar. We know that Mbappe is there at the back. They've got Aubameyang. I've just noticed they've got Aubameyang. I'm going to wait to see if it shows the lineup the PSG are putting out against ourselves. But it's a big one. The final of the Asian Elite Cup. Player debut for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. 70.5 million. Wow. And he is starting up top, so is Neymar maybe not playing at striker? I'm guessing not. We've got Aubameyang and Mbappe there. It's never going to be an easy one. Mbappe so fast down the wing. They've got Aubameyang there. I think they may also have Toby Alderweireld at the back there. Neymar, so their front 3 is going to be Mbappe, Neymar and Aubameyang. Our front 3, Bobby, Salah and Mane. It's a big one. It is a big one. Is it going to show us their starting 11? Come on, put it up on screen for us. We're having a little team huddle there. With Salah last in. Right, lads. We've got to get out there. We've got to play the ball around. We've got to look to score early on. And we've got to make it happen. Come on. Just put the screen up with their players. They've got Mounier. I'm not going to wait any longer to look at their squad. In 90 minutes, we need to be lifting that trophy. So let's get it underway with Bobby Firmino kicking us off in this first half. Let's get it kicked off. And let's get down to business. Come on, fans. We need you behind us. Naby Keita playing it over to Bobby. Bobby now in to Fabinho. Round the corner to Gini. Playing it out wide now to Mane. Here comes Sadio Mane. Looks to strike. He can't keep it down. And it's miles over the bar. Gomez up to Naby Keita. And then out wide now to Trent. Let's move on here, lads. Let's play that through now. Going to Salah. Salah waiting for the overlap of Trent. Let's go, Trent. Let's get it in behind, son. And here comes Trent now. Cuts it back. Inside. Looking for Bobby Firmino. Gets a shot off. And again. Oh! Bobby Firmino drills one, a goal that takes a deflection off the defender. He manages to get the ball back at his feet for another shot. Nicely done. Ball into Sergio Busquets. Here's Mane. Plays it off now. Aubameyang and ends up back at the feet of Forsberg. Alisson pulls off an incredible save to keep it at 0-0. Here's Forsberg. Plays it right back now to Busquets. Let's go Sadio Mane. Oh, nice little flick on there to Mbappe. Don't let them put the ball in. Forsberg. Here's Neymar. Let's win that ball nicely. Let's get a counter-attack going here now, lads. Here's Gino Wijnaldum. Fabinho. Straight up now to Mane. And Mane is going to look at getting the better of the PSG defenders. Here comes Sadio Mane. Come on, Mane. Cut it back. Nicely. Give it to Bobby. Lay it off now to Salah. Salah. It's in the back of the net right on half time. It's 1-0 Liverpool. That is a beautiful bit of counter-attacking football. That is a beautiful bit, and I've got cramp in my big toe. I'm going to have to stand up. I've got cramp in my feet. Oh, where's time to get cramp? Mane lays it off to Bobby, who lays it off to Sadio, Mo Salah, sorry, who then pings it into that top left corner. Tell you what, an inch or two higher, and that's going over the bar. Luckily enough for us, it goes in the roof of the net. Oh, I've got the worst cramp in my toes. But we are 1-0 up against PSG right on half time. And there we go. From kick-off, 2 passes, and the ball ends up at Forsberg as the referee blows for half-time. Definitely from just that counter-attack. I mean, looking at the stats, we definitely deserve to probably be winning. 6 shots, 4 on target, very consistent. They've had 2 shots, 2 on target, very consistent for themselves. But we've had a lot more chances. A lot more chances on goal, and eventually one ended up in the back of the net, which is exactly what we needed. The usual starting 11 that we played throughout the whole of Season 2 is playing unbelievable, and this is why I will continue to play the starting 11 week in and week out, because it's the best team we can possibly play. So let's get into the second half with PSG kicking us off. Let's try and find an early second goal and maybe look to put this game to bed early on. Here's Salah waiting for the now Trent. Trent looks to drill one in, looking for Mane at the back post. It's cleared away. Let's chase this down. Naby Keita. Here's Mbappe. That's it. Force them back, lads. Let's win that with Gini Wijnaldum. Straight up now to Bobby. Into Fabinho. Oh, it's off the post. It should be 2-0. Go on, Gini. Go on, Naby. Passing it around nicely now. Passing it around very nicely. Here's Forsberg. Let's go, Robertson. You've got to get in behind. Let's go, Van Dijk. No pressure here. Van Dijk takes a touch and tries to play it up line. Mbappe was there. Ball into the middle. I mean, I've only got myself to blame there. Van Dijk tried to play it up the line. It falls to Mbappe, who drills one into Neymar, who was in so much space, not marked. And all he has to do is side-footed past Alisson. Alisson tried his best. It was the mistake there. Mbappe so quick to intercept. Ball straight in. Trent's out of position. Gomez is out of position. Van Dijk had to come across. And Alisson in the middle of the goal. And as the ball comes in, it's an easy side foot. Just guiding it into the bottom left corner. And he beats Alisson between the sticks. It's 1-1. And we need to find another goal now to win. Play it through now to Bobby. Bobby playing it over now to Mane. Here comes Mane running forwards. Mane cuts it back. Went into Naby Keita. Out wide to Gini. Laying it off now to Naby Keita, who's going to hit it. Oh, and we have come back. We have responded to PSG. And it is that unbelievable man in the midfield, Naby Keita, to do so. From kickoff. From kickoff.
Very neatly taken.
Wow, look at this. Look at this beautiful ball from Gini. Gini and Naby Keita are assisting each other. I think Gini Wijnaldum's got 3 or 4 assists now. 2 or 3 of them being for Naby Keita. It's 2-1. We responded so well. They say after you concede or score a goal, you have to be ready because the other team will come at you. We conceded one and then we come straight out of PSG. Let's go, Mane. Play it down, let's go. Come on, let's get this ball and put it out, lads. Let's get this ball and put it out. Nicely done. Fabinho. Oh, Fabinho gives the ball away. That's not good enough. Gomez to give the ball away. Let's get rid of it, Naby. No, what is going on? It's 2-2. Neymar scored another.
I think they deserve that, Martin. Putting on so much pressure last few minutes.
What an absolute sickener. It's 2-2 with 8 minutes to go. Timo Werner playing it through now to Philippe Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho still going onto his left foot. Looks to getting the shot off. And he's gone down and we've got a free kick on the edge of the box.
Useful position late in the game.
Philippe Coutinho is probably our best free kick taker right now. He is. Can't we look at putting this in the back of the net? Philippe Coutinho to score and potentially help us win 3-2 against PSG in the final of the Asian League Cup. Yes, please. Philippe Coutinho, top left corner. I've seen you do it in real life. Can you do it now? Oh, what a goal from Philippe Coutinho. Oh, my word.
Well, that could be a famous goal in this.
The Brazilian, what am I even saying? The Brazilian magician has just scored from a free kick. I've seen him do it so many times in real life at Liverpool. He's come back to Liverpool in Season 3 of this career mode. And he's done just that. Out of the reach of the keeper, into the top left corner. And bringing Coutinho back to Liverpool in Season 3. Man, it just won us the pre-season in the Asian League Cup. Let's go. Here's Mbappe, and they're going to get him behind here now with Mbappe, aren't they? Got to be careful here. Ball into the middle, nicely done. Good block there from Virgil van Dijk. Forsberg, Sergio Busquets. Let's play this out now. Come on, Ox, let's go. Surely. Yes, we've done it. We have done it. Drop the controller. Mic drop. I cannot believe Philippe Coutinho has just won us that game in the 85th minute. Unbelievable.
So this is the crowning of the winners.
We've won the Asian Elite Cup, and Virgil van Dijk lifts another trophy.
You lift a cup like this and
Another
see
trophy
the
to be
joy on
lifted.
their faces.
Mo
So
Salah
this
picks
is
up man of the match.
crowning of
Played
the
very well.
winners, receiving the
Champione, champione, oh hey, oh hey! Get in there, Virgil. Big Virg has already lifted his first piece of silverware at the start of the season, in pre-season. Absolutely unbelievable. The celebrations will go on late until the night. Thank you to the travelling fans that have travelled throughout this tournament. The lads are buzzing. You guys at home should be buzzing. And I am myself buzzing for that incredible run in the Asian Elite Cup. Asian Elite Cup champions, Liverpool. What a game. What a result. 3-2. It took it to the dying embers of the game. But a win is a win, whether it's by 1 goal, whether it's by 10. We had 14 shots, 7 on target. PSG very consistent with 5 shots, 5 on target. Very consistent from themselves. We did have less of the ball, but that just meant when we did have shots and had the ball, we'd done a lot more with it. Mo Salah picks up man of the match for a 9.0 rating, and we win the Asian Elite Cup. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode, and what an incredible episode it's been. We've just played 5 games, we simulated 3, we played 2, and we were crowned champions of the Asian Elite Cup. Couldn't ask for a better start in this season 3, and what a start for Philippe Coutinho after coming back to Liverpool. What a great start for his career it could be at Liverpool. But in the next episode, guys, I explained at the start of today's episode, if you haven't watched the first 15 minutes at the start of today's episode, you need to go and watch it because it's very, very, very important. Because as you guys now know, every episode, excuse me, we're going to be playing 3 games. 2 of them are going to be played. 1 of them is going to be simulated. And with the next 3 games being Arsenal in the FA Community Shield, Burnley in the Premier League for our first Premier League game in Season 3, and FC Bayern Munich in the UEFA Super Cup final. We are going to be playing the Arsenal game, we are going to play the FC Bayern Munich game, and we will be simulating our first Premier League game against Burnley. Fingers crossed we win that first Premier League game. And then, of course, the episode after that, we have Watford, Arsenal and Norwich all in the Premier League. So I'm super excited to kick this Season 3 off. We've started it with an absolute massive bang, and let's hope we can continue that through Season 3. Also, just want to say that things like contracts, selling players, players' numbers, all stuff like that will be done off camera. If you guys want to change a player's number, if you want to recommend a player to buy or sell, if you want me to, change the formation, if you want me to do anything, down below in the comment section is where you need to be leaving your opinions, your ideas, your facts. You need to be leaving them down there so we can make this Season 3 the biggest season so far at Liverpool. We've had a great Season 1, we've had a great Season 2. Let's continue it into Season 3, and then we can retire at the end of the year and start one final road to glory, one final career mode for one season before FIFA 20 drops. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. And if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.